Long time no see. Shall we begin? Okay, this is actually kind of funny. I did not prepare for this. Sorry. Just pretend that didn't happen. I'm sorry. Anyways, let's actually start.
그 눈빛마저도 왜 그리 차가운지 모르겠어. 이제 변할 거야. 나는 여전해. 왜 나를 힘들게 해. 너는 나를 싫어해. 어디론지지 몰라. 난
For quite some time I breasted, knowing this world will fall in due time. It's such a shame, really, but she wouldn't understand. Not many would, as far as anyone else would have known. But you can't stop what's going to happen, right? It's the sad truth. We're all humans. We're all meant to be horrible. We're all meant to just simply do what satisfies us at the behest of others. Perhaps you could say we are devils.
까맣고 짙은 선글라스 빨간 색깔 립스틱 장착하지 않았던 언제든 상상 그 이상으로 나쁜 애가 될 수 있어. 일단 착한 상대 얕잡아보는 거 그건 진짜 곤란해. 어디서 못된 걸 배워와서 어설프게 흉내를 내. I try to be so polite. 근데 자꾸 날 왜 거슬리게 만들까? 널
You understand how humanity can be, right? They're horrible. They're horrible, but they're unpredictable. Almost as if you could never tell what's going to happen next. People don't tend to realize that. And when they do, they still look the other direction, don't you think? It's kind of funny. It's almost like they know, but yet they don't want to. It's like they're afraid of something. It's like they know something, but they're unwilling to talk about it. Doesn't that seem odd? Yet, we try to look past it. We try to think that there is a way amidst all the kindness, that there is a way to bring peace. The moon doesn't believe that. And in my guidance, such a thing never is, such a thing never happens. It never would. There's always light and darkness. One can't simply exist without another, right? And yet, the moon in the rose protects me. As if they knew what would happen. I wonder. I wonder indeed. You know how we Celestials could be, right? We always are aiming to please others at the behest of our own. Yet, when we do, they tend to forget that we have our own objectives. I don't. I'm not here to help anyone. I'm not here to make anyone happy. I'm just here to bring peace, but not that kind. A world where chaos will always reign, where people can just simply be them, and you can't stop what happened, but all you can do is accept the reality that came before you. Ryuko would not do that. Many would never believe me, but that's fine. I've already fallen so many times. I've been hurt so many times. The betrayal is nothing different. Soon, I will end this war and return it to its natural cause by all means necessary.
Keeping you in check, keeping you obsessed. Playing on repeat, good I see in your head. Anytime it hurts, play another verse. I can be as hard as you wear it. No, I'm the only one right now. I'm rocking more around, it all burns down. More than power, more than gold. Yeah, you gave me your heart, now I'm here for your soul. I'm the only one who loves your sense. Feel the way my voice gets underneath your skin. Listen, 'cause I'm bring you to the fire. Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desire.
Okay, I'm actually gonna turn on the camera like right here. Hold on. I got like one more thing I need to activate because I'm fucking dumb. Okay, I'll admit that was completely scuffed to hell and back, so I am so sorry. Well, I'm kinda not sorry for it anyways, because I forced you to watch that shit. Anyways, I am, well, wait, is my sprout working? Yes it is, but I am way too small. That's awkward. Okay, let me just get my dumbass a little closer. Hold on, let me go ahead and adjust a bit. Oh, okay, I get it now. Flip. There we go. Alright, there we go. Maybe I should, like... Hold on, I gotta circle around because basically I'm on a different map. Alright, I am not professional at this. I am so sorry. But hey... I have to say that I will admit this is extremely scuffed to hell and back. I'm actually in an MMD world, which is how I got this to actually fucking set up. I'm really sorry about that, and I'm really sorry on how scuffed to hell this whole thing is. Hold on, I gotta make sure it's all good. Let me filter. Oh no, I don't do filter. It's just this, transform, and flip. There we go. Now it looks a little more proper. I think. So, hello everyone, and I know this is like the really dumbest, probably the worst stream, and probably the dumbest one at that. Literally, a lot of songs are gonna get copyrighted, and but yep, I am not really back, but I just wanted to. But since I got like 10 likes on the thing, on the tweet, which thank you for that. I actually didn't really think I would get 10 likes, to be 100% honest, but you dipshits actually made it happen, so I am very fucking grateful for that. So, and what you're seeing is basically somewhat of a moon theme. Well, kind of not. Well, kind of, but not really. I chose this thing. I chose it because it sort of represents like the darkness for Lumi, and I thought this was more appropriate. Also, if you might have noticed, I have all. And yes, if you saw on like on the last section, I did swap over to the wings and Halo. That's actually I actually did not think that wouldn't work, so I'm sorry again. Again, very professional. But yeah, but I'm actually trying to get this model over into Watado, so I can probably use like better setup there. But for now, it's all stuck in VR chat. So again, very much not professional. But beforehand, before I show up like a lot of shit, I should close this out for a second. I should like close this out for a second and just like make sure you lock and just like transition elsewhere. So I'll be back. Well, here we are. Well, I should not be this close to you lots, but we are in a little bit of a different area. As you can probably guess from the music. But let me go ahead and get my dumbass zoomed out. So, there we go. Hold on, this should be. I'm not used to this. I'm so sorry. Here. Alright, let me go up here. And I could never find a door here sometimes. And even when I do find a door, it doesn't sometimes want to work. I'm gonna change the color in here a bit. Whee! Yeah, this is so stupid as hell. I'm sorry. Alright, give me 1 second. And then we anchor this. There we go. So, I actually swapped over to this world. I actually got this from Booth. This one's a little more comforting and a little bit more to my theme. And you can see that I still have a little bit more movement as well. Oh, that's actually because of like VR chat now actually having like the camera function. Now actually allowing camera function. So that actually is pretty beneficial to me because I get to actually, you know, show off a little more. And what's cool is that with this is that if I could run like VR chat in another game, I can theoretically hook like the camera up in here and just adjust as needed. So it would actually look like I have like a fucking camera. I have like a webcam on like this setup. But I don't. It's just literally like the camera mounted on top. So I guess I should show off this outfit, which means that I'm gonna have to go else, which means I'm gonna have to stand somewhere. Right. Well, if that's the case, then fuck it, right? I'm gonna bring you lots along. And just adjust this. Camera, stream, anchor, world. There we go. So, I'm gonna go ahead. So, what you're first gonna see is like the Tetris Saint, the Tetris Saint outfit. This is actually made by Lethia Garden, and let me actually go ahead and fix my model a little and bring it up a tad bit. Would that be enough? I can't personally tell because... Oh no, I'm just now floating. Alright, ちょっと待ってくれよ. 25 bare minimum. And then adjust as needed. Alright, that'll do. So that, and this. Alright, here we go. So obviously here's like the temperature state outfit. This is actually from Lapia Garden. I will post pictures of it and put it on Twitter. You will see that this is more like a sisters theme, but I thought it was super appropriate. It's more like a dark celestial theme, which is what I actually went with here. So this is actually why I was like waiting for this outfit to release, because I wanted this outfit to be like really nice too. So, let me go ahead and bring out the wings. So here's the wings, as you can see here, and of course the halo right here. It's so sad. I don't have like VR set up yet, and I do have VR set. It's actually Ami's VR, which I'm still working out like the full body bits. So bear with me. Obviously, you're not gonna get like a full body experience type shit. I'll be back real quick. Alright. Okay, so just took care of that. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out this outfit. For some reason, I have two fans, which I'm not really supposed to. I'm gonna probably fix that later. But I can't do it. So here's this outfit, which is the China dress outfit. And you can see that I still kept the wings and halos, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off too. I actually pulled that out of the outfit and just basically locked it into and locked it in like the root of the model. So if you're wondering how I did that, that's basically it. So here's like the China dress outfit, and it also comes with a fan, which you can see, which I can enable too. So here and up one more. The only issue is that I don't know which one that it's on. So the only issue is that I don't know which one it is. Okay, I found it. So yeah, you can see like the fan. You can see like the fan here. And one of the cool, and of course, I can't do like a lot of the motions because obviously it's the tracking is still weird. But yeah, I also have the fan. This outfit, the China dress, comes from Extension Clothing, so I think it's a really nice outfit. Although it has so much fizz bone that at this point I might have to make a duplicate of this model just so I can make it work. Just so I can like store extra outfits. Which it's a pain in the dick. Alright, so next you saw this outfit. This is what is known. This is actually the Be My Rose outfit. I mentioned earlier that the creator is actually taking like a little break. They'll come back in like next year, I think. I don't remember what I said specifically, but here's the outfit itself. If I go to stream camera here, and you can see like the outfit here in general, and you can also see me still holding the fan. That's actually intentional. Like I said, I actually pulled the fan out and put it into the root of the model. So that's how that worked. So I'm gonna go ahead and disable the fan. Oh, I just passed it for a second. And fan. There we go. I also have in here, as you can see, if I get like a little bit close. As you can see here, I have an in-ear for like, and I'm probably gonna save that for something else. So that's that. But but I still have a lot more outfits I added to this model. So let's switch over, and this outfit. This one I think is like gonna be it's like it's like a simple black outfit. And I actually really liked it. And I really like this outfit. This was like one of my first booth outfit I got unintentionally. Funny thing. Let me look up the creator real quick, because I do want to make sure I credit them accordingly. I know it's like super scuff, and I'm so sorry for that. I remember what outfit it is. I just gotta like find it. It's one of the more popular outfits too. Well, that's weird. I can't find it. It's like hard to search. Hold on, there's another way to do it. Okay, we're gonna do it this way. This. It's a bit. Okay, found it. This outfit is made from Tempasta, who actually has a lot more outfits available. Yeah, and they have a lot more outfits available for VR chat. And I will show off the outfit on there as well. And I will show take pictures with it on Twitter as well. Next is this outfit, is the Winter Echo outfit. Now this outfit, don't mind me, I'm just looking it up. I'm just trying my best to look it up. This is actually made from Piney, who I actually had I wanted to get more outfits from, and I really like how this one turned out. I really like how this one looks, and that's why I chose this one. That's why I had this one, though honestly I might have to switch this one out, to be honest, but I really do like it either way. You can probably see a little bit of it here. I could actually pose too, since I do have some other pose extensions here. See? Alright, that's enough. I'm gonna go ahead and reset. And then back to the outfits, and we're gonna go ahead and switch over to this outfit. Oh my goodness, it is a little inappropriate. I should put something on. You know, Twitch is damn well going to ban me. Here we go. So this outfit is known as Big Puppy. It's made from Cyber Critter. I actually got Wings of Paradise from Cyber Critter. I'll show you like a picture of it in like a moment. That was actually going to be the main Celestial outfit, but I chose the other one. But you can see this one is much different. This one, I actually really like Cyber Critter's design. As you can see here. And gonna use the pose again. Does this entertain you yet? Does this motherfucking entertain you yet? I'm fucking kidding, of course. It's like I'm like switching between VR chat and like, and OBS so I can sort of see what you guys can see. Which is not easy, to be honest. So again, I'm really sorry if it's like fucking scuffed to hell. But this is the puppy outfit. I had like several more, and I tried to optimize them as best as I could. Oh man, optimizing all of this was a bitch. I had several cases where my thing would not upload, and I was like capping on my fizz bones. So that's why it took me a while to get this outfit in particular done. Well, this whole model in general. It was a mess. But I managed to get it all done, and I'm happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch to this outfit. And I still have like a few extra stuff I can show you. So you're not gonna see them pretty well, but I actually don't have. I used to have a site, but now I don't have it. I think I got rid of it and never finished that up. What I do have is now some of these. Now what I do have, and I'm gonna have to stand back for this. So sorry ahead if I blow your dumb asses away. That's actually made by Rivals. The tornado was actually indeed made by Rivals, and it was by far one of the cooler parts that I added to the model. I can also do one thing too. So let me go ahead and I also have one more thing I want to show you. Oops. That I kind of pressed wrong, so oopsies. The only way I can do this is like tools. No wait, options. This, and this. I actually have a login transition, which is actually the first time I've done one. Was it pretty cool and unnecessary? Yeah, it totally is unnecessary, but you know, I like unnecessary bullshit. So, but that's most of the stuff I have. The other one I have, which is token, which is which I will have to go into VR for, and I don't know how that can work. Because basically I have to stream it from my PC. Because I essentially had to connect ads. I use Steam Link to do that. And what I'm worried about is not being able, is that if my OBS is not gonna, that my internet is not able to handle that. So that's why I'm like very skeptical. So I don't know if I'm gonna do a VR stream. I could like switch over to it like real quick, but it's gonna take some time, especially since I have to set up everything again, and I kind of don't want to do that. Actually, I'll show you it a little bit. So actually, no wait, I have hand tracking right here, so I can make this work. So I'm gonna activate this. I'm gonna stand back a little. And here's a look at this. Obviously, I can't like reach this and put it like to the back of me head. So all you can do is just see it like very much like this, which is all I could do. I'm sorry. And then there's also the katana. These are actually magic weapons. And let me actually step out for a second and look this up real quick so I know who to credit. Okay, so this is actually made from Studio Symphony, and I will link their stuff in the I will link their stuff as well. They made all sorts of other things. They also made all sorts of other like weapons as well. So I recommend you check out their booth So, alright, so here we have like the spear. This thing is fucking huge, of course. And here we have the umbrella. So I can actually somewhat hold an umbrella, but you know, it never works itself out. Aww, I kind of get it wrong. Oops. There it goes. I'm sorry, that was so janky as hell. I also have another fan as well. As you can see, it's just poking me face. And there's the blue iteration of the sorcery weapons, again made from Studio Symphony. So I'm gonna go ahead and show that one. I think it's this. Yeah, it's this one. So again, here's another blade. Here's another katana. Here's an axe. Here's like one of the double-bladed weapons. And of course, a fucking spear. And of course, a good old halberd. Halberd? I don't know. But there's that. So turn that off. And I have one more armament. And this is the token. And on my side, like right here, I'm gonna pull the camera and bring it like close to it. Is the token Higambana. This is made by Trista. I actually am planning to get more stuff from Trista and play with them as well. For the outfits, most of the theme I went with was actually inspired by Trista, funny enough. And that's mainly because Trista was sort of a little bit of an inspiration for like going the dark celestial theme. And I was thinking of like keeping, and one idea I had is like rebranding it to like angels and dark and fallen angels, but it technically still makes sense here. Sun being angel, moon being fallen angel, so on and so forth. And it actually ended up working itself out too. So I was extremely grateful for that. But I will, well, of course, if I do get more outfits, I will show you. But for now, let me go ahead and mount this hoe up here. While I attempt to actually get myself seated. Okay. So that. I also have more poses, but I can't show them because they're very inappropriate, so you're not gonna get them. Maybe in some photos, sure. I have like so much shit. Here. Okay, I am a little too. There we go. Hopefully that looks a little better. Camera. Because I have to switch every time. So I know it looks good. And yes. And just so you know. Yes, I am really this short. The model is this short. It is literally 5'1". So, in a sense, going from like the old model to now, I really have shrunken in size. Oh man, that's actually kind of funny. So I'm much shorter than everyone else, which is almost kind of funny in a sense, right? But I do want to go ahead and try a few things out. I do want to go ahead and try a few things out, see how well this can work, if at all. So, I have to make sure I do this, I do this, and I am gonna go right back into OBS. And we do this. This makes me want. Oh wait, I just remembered there's like a filter in VR chat. So I'm gonna go into camera, stream camera, mask, green screen. Oh shit! This might actually work. So in a sense, I can do this. And it will. Oh, that's actually pretty fucking cool. So that means I could actually still have like a green screen and shit. And still play like other games. Though I will probably have like this particularly on like a separate PC. Oh yeah, I should mention sort of like about like, what's going on with me. So let me go ahead and turn this off, and I made sure UI is off, so that way you don't see like any of the UI and all that shit. So cool. And let me go ahead and fix this up. And go into VR chat and go from here. Okay, we're good now. So what's been going on with me, and why the fuck am I still like off the radar and all that fucking bullshit? Well, believe it or not, I actually did move out, and I'm in the apartment, and I basically have my own place. I don't take pictures of my own place because, you know, I don't like revealing where I am. So, you're gonna have to live with that. But most of the time, but right now I'm just like getting myself back together, and I actually managed to get a job. I won't say what I do, but let's just say I still clean for a living. And hopefully that will help me with, and I also have Luna, and I also have Ani. Ani also moved in as well, so that helps with the rent. And right now we're also waiting on Green to officially take care of her shit before she moves in, and once she does move in and shit. So that would help with the rent significantly. Our goal is actually, and Ani also brought someone else in, so that helps with the rent a lot more. So basically we're pretty much caught up on. We're pretty much good. All that's left is just making sure that we all get our shit together, everything gets settled in, and we should be good. Now, as for like the apartment itself, oh my god. There's a lot of stuff that happened with the apartment that basically kind of frustrated me to hell and back. I didn't mention it because, you know, I don't like talking about like my personal life in like so much detail. But what happened is like a few days before like I officially moved in, well, on the day I moved in, they did not have the apartment ready, so I ended up having to sleep over at Ani's place. At Ani's house, and their fam took really good care of me, so I am very much grateful for them. So let me actually switch. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and switch outfits out. Oh, I forgot to mention, I can switch eyes too. So I have normal eyes, and then I have these, and then I have like these, and then I have like these customized. So I'm gonna go ahead and do normal eyes for you guys, so you got. And I also missed out on the hair, so here's this, here's the other hair, and here's this, and here's the main hair. But I'm gonna switch this hair to differentiate a little, and we're gonna switch outfits out. There we go. But where was I? Well, where the fuck was I? We moved. I never actually moved in officially until like a few days later, and they took forever to get the whole thing. They basically tried to get it clean. They tried to get it painted and all cleaned up. And by the time I moved in, we caught a lot of things. First off, one of the outlets, the fridge was actually placed in the dining area for some reason. I tried to move it back over to like that one area this one area where it should have been, but it never fit, so yeah. And the outlet on that side is actually broken. The covering is broken, but it can still plug in and shit. But we never plug anything in there because we actually don't want to like cause any sort of fucking damage, you know. Which is, we don't want to like face the odd chance of being like fucking electrocuted and all that fucking shit. The fridge is actually very small and kind of shitty in general, and just like fucking shitty in general. We do store our things, and one thing I did make clear is that when it comes to food, it can be shared amongst them. They are able to get food for them to make for themselves, and obviously let us know like, hey, you know, this is mine, please don't touch it, all that blah blah blah, right? The same thing here. It's the same thing here. If there's anything that nobody can specifically touch, just let us know, and obviously we will have the common sense to do so. All that stuff, right? So, and you guys are wondering, well, how do you do laundry? Well, we can't. Because we actually don't have because the laundry room, because we don't actually have a washer and dryer, and the laundry room just so happened to be right next to the kitchen, where it just so happens to be in what I would thought was the pantry room, and so we don't actually have a pantry. So we can't store a lot of things, unfortunately. And we don't have a washer and dryer, so what we do is that we visit Ani's other old apartments, and that's where we do laundry. And that's where we do laundry specifically. We also, and it serves as sort of like a makeshift pantry, and unfortunately Luna kind of learned. Unfortunately, Ani/Luna kind of learned it the hard way, and they had like a whole bag of bagels there, but that shit molded so quick. So they kind of lost money on that. As of right now, everyone still has a job. well, there's still a lot going on and shit. I managed to have a job. I actually, like I said, I work, let's just say I still clean for a living. And that's all I can tell you. I'm not gonna tell you where I clean and all that shit. That's not your business. Because again, personal life and all that shit. That stays. What you're here is just to see me fucking stream and all that fun shit, and that's what you're here for, right? You don't need to worry about what the fuck's going on in my personal life and all that shit. My personal life stays in there, and what I do online is what you're going to fucking see. And I'm very much honest with you from the very beginning. I'm not gonna tell you what's going on in my personal life because that's not your business, and it's not really anybody else's business. You guys are not obligated to add to everything that happens in my life, and that's fine and that's the thing. No one is obligated to know what's going on in a streamer's life. And there are things that don't need to be public. Which, and again, I wanted to also mention that I'm still in, that I might as well, in another stream, I do want to read the document with Cinder's response, which was 1,000 page. Which, oh man. I'm not gonna get any TLDR on it because I'm not that kind of person. I actually do want to read it top to bottom, look at everything from top to bottom, and sort of understand something and sort of understand where Cinder's perspective outside from the half-ass apology, right? People are going to probably come at me wait, why are you trying to defend Cinder and all this? Well, that's because I do believe Cinder deserves a second chance. And if I'm just simply going off of I'm not going off of what I was told, but I am just simply gonna say what I think, what I have always have said. Cinder, yes, what Cinder did is pretty shitty. And no doubt at the time of when the thing happened, when the whole drama happened, no doubt in my mind, it was betrayal. However, that was only with what we were given, and that's important to understand. We were given this information because we had one document. We had not one, but 2, 3, 4, 5 Google Docs come in all against Cinder, right? And these were just simply information. These were what we are given and what I had to work with. In other words, I did not make any assumptions. I just simply said, okay, so based on all the documents and what people have said, it seems like Cinder has committed betrayal, has betrayed her friends. It's a high school drama type shit, and she falls from the mountain, all for that shit to eventually come back and bite her, and now she has no one to save her. What I didn't mention is that, and I mentioned this a little later, is that just because you fall does not mean you should give up. And people often were like, yeah, she should just graduate and be gone. Just leave. No, she's not needed here. I don't believe that. I believe that she is more than willing to take her shot at that if she is willing, that even someone that has been say, what was the word, that has been painted as the villain, they still can climb back up. Sure, they're not gonna have a lot of people by their side. And hell, they're gonna probably have people throw tomatoes at them or try to chain them down to the ground. That's going to happen, and that's the sad thing. But should you let that affect you? No, not at all. If Cinder is willing to climb back up the mountain, is willing to climb back up, she is more than welcome to. That's completely okay. Is it, will people not like it? No. But you don't need to please 99%. You don't need to please 99% of people, right? You just gotta do what you think is the right thing. Also, good game, Steve. Thank you for the follow. You just gotta do what you think is the right thing, what you think is right, because and I am not a psychologist by no means, so I do apologize, and I do apologize. Also, Dragon Psyop, thank you for the follow from 24 days ago, and Akalo Kujin, welcome to chat. Good game, Steve. Welcome to the stream. 3 months ago, Sonic22, thank you for the subscription on YouTube. All right. Anyways, but it's not the end of the world. That's the thing. Just because you fall doesn't mean that you should throw in the towel and call it quits. I think there is such a thing as not giving up, and there is such a thing as getting back up and trying again. And as life would hit most of us, you're going to struggle. You're going to have bad days, and you're gonna have shit fall on you all the time. It's gonna apply to everyone, and whether people think you deserved it or not is going to be subjective from person to person. It's going to be ultimately subjective from person to person. Do I think what Cinder did is indeed wrong? Hell yeah. But, and a big but here. She is not, that doesn't mean that she should just go drop it and just walk and just graduate. I don't believe that, because she can climb, like I said, she can climb back up the ladder as much as she needs to as little people watching her, to as many people willing to fucking throw rocks at her. That's her choice, and she makes that decision. I don't decide anything. Nobody on the internet decides anything, and nobody in the B2B sphere will decide anything. Decides what she can do. And I want to make that very clear, because there are people that are like, you should have just stayed back. I'm like, no, for me it's like, oh, she responded? Oh, this might actually get interesting. But like I said, I'm still trying to read through it. I'm probably going to do it for like another stream, so tune in then, and we'll read through that whole 1,000-page together. Is it going to suck? Yes, but it is worth it to get all the information we need. Because for me, I don't take sides, but I may take sides, but I will at least hear you out and give my full honest opinion. And that's the thing. Also, you guys may have you'll notice that I don't really on other streamers, you'll notice that they have certain commands that you can type in the title. I don't actually do something like that. Donation is still in my panels down there if you want to donate. You are not required to. All my content will continue to remain free, and on Twitch, I've heard that you are now able to monetize. That smaller streamers are able to monetize, which that's fine. I had that turned on, but like I said, you are not required. On my streams, you are not required to donate. You are not required to tip or donate. It is not an obligation. It is basically, you are allowed to. You have that choice. Feel more than free if I somehow fucking entertain you. I'm still gonna do all of this for free, and I have a job, so I don't really need a lot of the donations. You guys are able to support yourself, and that's what matters most, right? There's a lot that I want to bring up. Most of the things And oh, right. One other thing. I don't like politics, and I really hate politics in general. So, if you ever bring up anything political or anything activist or any activist type shit, you will immediately be banned. So I just want to throw that out there right now. So anyone else, so if anyone wants to clip this and put this out on YouTube or Twitter or wherever, or TikTok or wherever. I don't care for politics. I do not like politics, and I find politics and politics to me is just a bunch of people lying to your fucking face. It's just a bunch of people talking nonsense to you and just using a bunch of words. Left wing, right wing, blah blah blah. Don't fucking care. Like I said, I don't care for politics, and any kind of politics will be any kind of political talk, any kind of talk regarding that goes into any kind of politics is grounds for ban. Is grounds to be banned, so please do be aware of that. If you want to be treated equal, you are in my stream, I will treat you as such. I will treat you as equal. But if you're going to spread your politics around, or you're going to spread your activism or politics around, you will be immediately banned, no exceptions. I do not care if I'm going to be called a homophobe, a transphobe, or a bigot. Or hell, I don't care if I'm going to be called a right wing, blah, blah, MAGA, blah, 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 whatever. All that bullshit words. I'm going to keep my stream is not meant to be a political fetish. It is only for stream and stream only, and we're here to have fun. That's all that matters, right? So keep your politics away, and you will not be banned. I will promise that. And the reason I strictly enforce this, is because I've seen what politics can do to people, right? And and whether they know or they don't, is that I don't care about like I said, I don't care about your politics. However, there is a point where eventually you are going to get way too invested into it. And politics, in my opinion, is going to divide people, it's going to hurt people. That's what happened. I'm not gonna say it because it's not here. So you get the idea. Politics is going to break people up, it's going to hurt people, someone's gonna die, someone's gonna get killed for it, blah blah blah. You get the fucking point. So I just want to make that very clear. No politics on stream, no politics in chat, and I will never touch on any politics in general. And I do want to also make this clear, no trauma dumping either. I don't care about I understand life sucks, and I get it. You know, most of this whole project is basically about humanity in general, and that yes, people suck. People are going to hurt each other. People are going to kill each other. People will have all sorts of reasons for doing what they do, and you cannot and at the end of the day, there's just a part of humanity that you cannot control. And that's the sad, because people are always going to be assholes, there are always going to be idiots, and are always going to be, and when people treat each other, and when you treat someone like shit, you're going to be treated just the same. But that's just like and I get it. But like I said, I understand life sucks, but please do not trauma dump on stream. I will not respond to it. You will be intentionally ignored, because I don't want you guys to have to, and if it's really that bad, please do seek help. I am not a therapist, and I'm not here, and I do love to talk to you guys, but you do have to remember that you're gonna have to make sure it's cool with your trauma. I understand that life sucks and shit's going to hit the fan. Sometimes it's going to get to the point where you might have to go that direct, where you might have to walk that, where it might go there. But like I said, keep it to. But like I said, if it's that bad, please seek help. You have it there. You can please seek help. I'm not gonna be your babysitter, and I'm not gonna be your mother. Oh, and that's another thing I'm gonna go ahead and bring up here too while I'm at it. I am not your mother, so I am not your mother. I am not your babies. I am not a babysitter, and I'm not anybody's mother. So if you do feel offended by anyone saying something in chat, please remember that I am not responsible for them. They are their own selves, and they are allowed to speak however they want. And that's the thing. I don't think I may be like a tiny ass content creator, but I don't care what. But I do not. But other people in chat are not my concern. I'm not there to control the herd and be like, hey, listen, don't hurt them, don't be nice, don't say this, don't say that. No, they are adults. No, I will immediately assume that everyone in chat is an adult and are very mature enough to handle some words thrown at them. So that's why I said that this stream is very much 18 plus. It's for mature audiences. I don't allow minors in chat because I'm not taking chances here. And I will never take any chances. If a minor is seen, and like I said, I don't know, and I've said this before, I don't know if a minor is in my chat. And I don't have any certainty on that. However, if I do find out that you are a minor, you will be banned effective immediately, and I will not let you will be banned effective immediately because, like I said, I'd rather ban a minor than overlook it, right? Because, like I said, I personally do not know people on the internet. I don't know how old you are, I don't know how you act, and I don't know how you can be. However, if I do find out at some point you are a minor, you will be immediately banned. No exceptions, no appeals, none of that. The only way I think, and even then, even if when you are 18, if a minor does turn 18, I will not ask for any kind of verification because, you already lost your chance. I'm very strict. And the reason I'm that strict is because, well, I'm not taking chances. And I can't take any chances because I don't want to. It's not something I want to do. I don't want to take chances because I don't know. I don't know if you're going to tell me the truth. And that's the thing. And I think that's also what's important when you're here on the internet. You don't know people. On the internet, you're going to come across a lot of people, right? And the important thing is you don't know. And the big thing here is you do not know people. You do not know anyone at all, even those you are friends with on the internet for years. You do not truly know them because here's the thing, you don't know what they want, what they're showing you. You don't know if they're trying to you don't know what they're trying to show you. Yes, there are cases where people will be themselves, but there are cases where people will hide behind a mask and will only show you what they want you to see. So do keep that in mind. I am going to be very upfront with you at all times. Obviously, I have an online personality and my real life personality. So do remember that. When I stream, I'm streaming as Lumi. When I'm not, in real life, I'm not. I'm just simply I am very different from IRL. So like I said, I'm very upfront with that. But I'm gonna go ahead and stream here. I honestly I do have to get the model converted over to BR2 a while ago, and I never actually finished it on time, so I'm sorry about that. But once it does carry over to WoW though, that it just makes my life a lot easier, and I don't really have to use VR chat as like my source, as like for a cam for everything, because I kind of don't really want to, and I want to have access to like iFacial mocap again. But thank you all for coming. I will see you all soon. Life comes first. Okay? So if you don't see me stream, I'm taking care of life. Oh, also, I'm waiting to get when I do get everything, once like shit starts to settle a little bit more, I will start actually getting a desk and start building my setup. I still have my PC and everything, and I'm not willing to indulge it. I'm not willing to put anything. I don't have a desk just yet. I'm still working towards getting a desk. I've been taking care of groceries and all that. Basically, I've been like the housewife slash house husband of this whole household, and it's kind of funny because Green is all like, all right, housewife, house husband, you go do that. I'm like, damn, all right. But that's it for me. I will see you all next time whenever I stream again. Probably not with this model, because probably with this model now, because I was originally gonna save it for next year, but since I did get 10 likes and I see that, and it is in a sense done. Thank you again for 10 likes on this, and I'll show picture, and you will see a lot of pictures, and a lot of it, and it will all be credited. Don't worry. I will see you all next time. Oh wait, before I go, I should credit like the hair, the glasses, and the original model itself, right? So the in-ear, give me a second. It's made from Tarsar. It's made from Tarsar on Booth. As for this hair, as for like the other hair, it's made from. It's made. As for like the rough long hair, it's made from Tonarino. And as of like this hair I have, it's made from Glay Unknown. It's made from Glay Unknown. As for the glasses, I think these are just like glasses I just picked out. So give me a second. It was sleepy. They should be in my purchase. So okay, yeah, it's much further out. Okay, I get it now. So around here? Oh man, I don't think I can find it. That's weird. I'm sure I was able to find. I know I got it. Just I don't remember. I don't think it was. I know it came. It's probably. damn. All that fucking yapping. Well, like, I don't think I was able to find it. Though I think it was free. I don't remember. Mm. Oh, I thought that was my phone going off for a second. I'm like, fuck, no time to take a call. Ain't gonna be able to take a call anytime now. When I do find the glasses, oh hey, long time no see. When I do find like the glasses again, I will try to. Wait, I swear I know what the glass. I just don't fucking remember. If it was free, that's the major catch. I mean, it could have been. So I do remember it has some shading. Why are 99% of VTubers assholes? Well, that's just how it is. That's just actually how VTubers are in a sense. And it's just a lot of shit that will happen behind the scenes. It's just like a lot of shit that happened behind the scenes is going to come out in public because somebody decided to bring it out to public. And honestly, I think whatever state, I think any kind of drama in general should just stay like in private. Should stay private and should just be addressed like elsewhere. Rather than take it to the public. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've been trying to find this one glasses, so I can't find it for shit. Oh my fuck. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm gonna actually lose my shit if I can't find them. Did I actually save them in my favorites or something? Because it might have been in my favorites where I had like a ton of shit. You know, I met pedal streamers, I met white beaters, I met spouse reavers, I met husband. Oh, yeah, those are a lot. Yep. All I can say is you don't truly know a streamer until some dark shit comes out. That's just how it is, you know. I met toxic ex. Yeah, I'm supposed to be nice to VTubers. That's kind of, man. Oh man. Now, half of this shit isn't out. Man, oh man. I can tell you, like, without any kind of doubt, it's like, wow, I'm supposed to be nice to VTubers, but then it comes out that that some of them are assholes. Like, yeah, it shocks a lot. Like, I will tell you up front, it shocks a lot of people because it's like, holy shit, I didn't know they were like that. And then you have some people that are like, I've done one before. I've been there in person when when they did the thing. I can't say that on stream because Twitch is so picky. But if it's like Kick or if I was like streaming on Kick, which I actually did not stream on Kick for the record, and I don't actually have it set up for Kick. Well, I do have it set up. I just never enabled it. I know the shit that goes on behind the scenes. Yeah. Kind of sad though. You see, it's just so sad. And I feel I have the. I know the shit that goes on. I have the. Wow. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah. And they always turn. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say, yeah, once you met like a VTuber, like, once you get to know a VTuber, like, like, interpersonally, and you will very much see that clear contrast between their streamer selves and their real life selves. And that's why I'm like very honest with that. It's like, I'm not gonna talk to you about my personal life, but I can very much assure you it is not the same as my streaming life. Because, like, yeah, that's because I'm like I'm more than willing to just be like upfront with you all about it and just tell you, like, yeah, I'm not the same as what you see right now. And don't be surprised if at some point when I do eventually collab with someone, they're gonna come out and say, oh, well, Lumi is like such an asshole IRL. It's he's like, they're so rude and everything. I'm like, and then I'm gonna be like, well, yeah, because how I act on stream is clearly not gonna be how I act on IRL. And if you don't click into the notion that, okay, maybe this person it's probably not how they are going to be. Have you met other VTubers? I actually have met a couple. There was like one person at like my old job. There was like, I met like 2 VTubers in my old job when I worked at an arcade. One of them was like Barry Peachy, and another one was actually happened to be like my supervisor. And I went to like a couple of conventions where I met like one other VTuber, though I never got to talk to them because I'm like in my own bubble. I'm like in my own bubble, right? So when I stream, I'm more than willing to talk, like, because it's online, right? You probably will never know what the fuck I look like IRL. You probably will know that, hey, maybe this dorky ass motherfucker is using some kind of voice changer. Maybe it's not that. Maybe he or she is not that nice. All that fun shit. You can basically get the fucking point. Because I know you IRL because so long. Yeah. And here I am with another new model, which is almost kind of funny because now I've actually swapped over from Vroid over to a booth model, but I know others don't. Yeah. But so I want the. Yeah. It's like I will never disclose a lot of details about myself because obviously you bastards are not obligated to know what the fuck's going on. And I will only show you what only you want to see. And if someone decides to be that person and be like, oh, Lumi is so mean, it's so different. I love how you just said that, just literally outright in chat. Oh man. That's actually kind of funny. Hold on, I'm actually gonna turn on like my little animated eye. There it goes. And I'll bring this bitch a little closer. There we go. Sama with the buzzy, but the exact same. I think, I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but since like switching over from my Vroid model to this model, I've actually gotten shorter. And if you want to know how short I am 5 inches shorter than my Vroid model. Take that for what you get. So, like I said, so if you have a general idea of so I'll tell you this, like, very much up front. My old model was basically 5'6", which was actually my height IRL. And you just have, and when I say, your voice came through for a second, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not working pretty well. Like, the voice changer, I'm eventually gonna have to drop the voice changer and just like, and all that shit, which, But the reason I kept the voice changer is because, well, I wanted to play a character and I got an excuse to. But I am not afraid to say that yes, I am a guy. That I will more than admit. And I will more than admit because it don't really matter that much to me. I'm playing online, I'm playing a character. IRL, yeah, I'm a fucking dude. Whatever, it's fine. But I met VTubers and I know, oh my god. Is it so oh well you ain't gonna get close to me, that's for sure. Well, you are not gonna get close to me. You will probably get like you are not gonna get close to me, that's for sure. Sorry. I may be Oh, right. While I'm here, I actually do want to show some things that may be a little inappropriate, so I was actually supposed to end stream, but it's okay. I have an excuse to keep going. So, let me go ahead and switch over to green screen real quick. So I can actually show some shit. There we go. And gonna move myself over here. Sometimes I am the person walking into the room behind them to get that happy ending. Jesus, man. Alright, so, I'm gonna go ahead and show some photos. Well, there was like a couple of photos that I will go ahead and show. And I have like a lot of these saved. So, a lot of streamers still talk about that relationship. They really will never, because that shit will actually get them canceled and will lose their audience. It's actually that kind of crazy. But, let me pull up. So, let me show the model. Let me show some of the photos I took in like full body. If I can find it, that's the first thing. Okay, so I have some here that I can work with. So, here's this. You know what? I kinda don't in a sense, cause like IRL, I don't actually socialize. Alright, oh, I have multiple sprouts. That's weird. Anyways, so here's like the first photo I took, and this, you know, that viewer was, oh yes, I know, the ones with the big donations and shit. That's fucking, yeah, I know what you mean now. But here's like the first look at at one of the at one of the photos I took with like the Tempter State outfit. That viewer with nicknames between them, and oh my god, I was actually, I will admit one thing. I actually got in like, I actually talked with like one girl with like a woman before. It's not like a woman IRL. It was like one of those, like you know, those. If you know what I mean. But here's like another outfit. Here's like the outfit I took with like semi tracking, and it wasn't that good, to be honest. And I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. And where? Okay, now I'm gonna show some. Now I'm gonna show some that I actually did take with like semi full body. So, and I'll save like the best. I tell you I won't unless I can meet up IRL. And I tell you I won't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to keep myself safe, so like I like to keep myself a little bit sane. So just know that I don't do like if you do happen to come across me IRL, congrats, but I will never do like meetups. I'm actually that paranoid. Okay. So let's show this off. So this is one of the first things I did with one of the first thing I posed, and with like the katana, which was really cool, which I really liked. And honestly, it just felt so cool because the only issue is how like the blade refraction is. Another one I did like was this one. Come on, go down. There we go. Was this one? I have been in stream review. Oh my goodness grief. Code, you have been almost to everything. You have been almost in every kind of relationship at this point now, huh? That's actually kind of fun. That's actually pretty. I don't know what. I want to say that's pretty cool, but then it's like, is that? Oh well. But that was really. But it's safe to say you've been everywhere for sure. Here's another one I took. This one is with full body. Well, semi full body because I actually use like a lot of phone tracking, which OSD tracking sucks dick. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Okay. Anyways, now I have one more I want to show. And this one, I don't think any of you guys are kind of ready for it. So let me see if I can get it. I'm trying to find it. Okay, here it is. In an Nexus stream, I'm like, don't act like I haven't been. Alright, so you might look at this and be like, oh, looks pretty normal, right? Well, believe it or not, I really posed this. Like, with full body tracking, I really posed like that. I really did pose that. It's so funny to talk about too. I better hide this quick before Twitch gets on my neck for it. You have, well, actually, I know I do. I can assure that much. But I actually never post like that. I actually never post like that for realsies. So that's actually one of the rarest times I did. And it was almost so funny. I was worried literally, I was in VR. I was worried that Ani was going to come, was going to open the damn door, was going to unlock the damn door, open it. Next thing you know, you never posted your nude model. I actually did. Well, that's actually because I lost the photos, and I had like so much going on. So but yeah, I actually did forget. It's mainly because you lost hundreds of followers. Yeah, sadly I did. Yeah, sadly I did, but I'll take. I'm more than willing to take the bullet because I'm not afraid to. I'm not afraid to take the bullet for it. Alright, gonna re-enable it again. There we go. Actually, I was never at okay, first of all, now that I know you're fucking lying. Okay, first of all, I was never at 7K followers. Never in my entire life. I streamed that long. I never hit for 7K my entire life. I was like in the I'm still like in the hundreds to this day since like 3 years ago since I started streaming. First of all, I never reached that. I was never at 7K. I was never at 7K followers. I can assure that much. I know I had raids like time to time, but I never hit like 7K followers. No, no, I was in 2023. I don't. No, I don't remember December 2023 that well. I don't think. I was like barely starting out as a streamer then. I was not big, first of all. I know that much. I know that well. Because I remember, like, in 2023, at least I was, like, mostly doing MMDs and just, like, barely slipping into, like, VTubing as a whole. It's, like, barely slipping into VTubing. In fact, I used to be able to talk a lot. I used to play games a lot, and now I'm just, like, so busy with life. Which reminds me, I have to make sure I get, like, meal preps ready for the week. Ah! Maybe maybe I should do like a cooking stream. That would be nice to do, but then it's good. But then I don't talk a lot either when it's not like in my online personality. And next thing you know, Ani's just gonna be like, who the fuck is Libby talking? Oh, okay, they're streaming. Which reminds me that. Which actually do remind me, which do remind me, like, when it comes to collabs, I don't mind collabs, it's just that I don't mind collabs. I'm usually sometimes I will do collabs, but it's like, I remember your Insta posing face. Fucking. I post on Insta. The funny thing is that I actually did post on Instagram a lot. So hold on, I gotta actually turn on the damn light because it's actually dark in the apartment now. There we go. Oh,
Jesus.
I actually know you. Do you? I don't. Thing is, like, I know you from
Stream,
but
like,
I don't remember like ever
coming across someone, and if someone did
come across
me, then I would have
known.
known, right?
But
Thing is that I kind of don't.
so,
The thing is that
I would have recognized. You never invited me to the Discord? Well, I actually, it's because like I kind of slacked on the Discord, so I never actually
finished Discord as I promised like years ago.
That's kind of the thing. So, that's actually my fault there because, like, I actually had, like, a lot of shit going on. And you never invited me to the private thing. I don't remember the Discord group chat. I don't remember, like, I know I mentioned, like, making a Discord. But, like, I don't remember the group chat parts. That's kind of the thing. Like, I remember some things, but I don't remember a lot of things. Oh, 2020. Yeah, 2024, I mentioned, like, the Discord. I mentioned that I wanted to make the Discord. That I was making the Discord, but then I just slacked on it, literally, because I had, like, so much shit going on that I ended up not having to avoid streaming in general. That I had to avoid streaming in general. Which is not fun for me personally. But it's all I could, but it just life just like threw the worst at me, and it kind of upsets me because the Discord is still not finished to this day, and I'm still working on this damn project to this day. One day I will get it all done, but right now, with this apartment, but like I gotta take care of like my life first, because that's actually what comes first. Does Haunted know about your? Oh, Hime? Hime does know. Hime kind of know. Hime knows about it. I sent it to them a long time ago. So they know about the model itself, and I always let them know on what I do along with Green. I have like a lot of people I have like some people I'm very close with, so they do know about it. It's just that but like with the old models, I remember. But with the old model, with like the very old model, I did make those, but I never made any newer ones that I remember so well. Let's switch outfits too while I'm at it. Let's go with this one. And I actually have like voice on in VR chat because that's how I'm actually doing like the lip sync. Really? Yeah. I mean, a lot of people do. I can't say I was surprised. I can't say I'm surprised, anyways, because I kind of saw it. I already saw it coming like a while, so it didn't surprise me in the slightest. But, I'm probably gonna need to end stream soon since I gotta keep working on the project, and I also gotta start making food for everyone, which is always fun, you know? But I guess I might as well do that now. So I'll go ahead and end stream now. Thank you all for coming. I will see you all next time. And another time, maybe. But I'll see you all next time when I stream again. Bye! Oh, also, we might be reading, like, Cinder's, we might be reading Cinder's response soon. So, bye.